Hi, I'm Mike Phillips. I want to give you a demonstration of our Hayes Pure Water for All water producing unit. So what we have is we have a solar panel. We take the solar panel and we hook it up to this 12-volt battery to charge it. And it's a very simple connection. Set this out in the sun. This panel will not overcharge the battery. So every time you use the unit, go ahead and charge the battery back up by placing this out in the sun and getting things charged up. So now that we've showed you the solar panel, I'm going to slide this out of the way. This is the unit itself. This is the chlorine producing unit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some salt water. So I'm going to take the cap from a half-liter bottle and I'm going to fill this twice and pour the salt into the bottle. We do it like this because this is what they have to work with in third world countries. And we want to match what they do there so that things are definitely doable. We're making a saltwater brine that's very, very similar, or about the same exact salt content as ocean water, 3 to 4%. So after we've shaken this up for a little bit, we then take the cap off, we take the unit, we hook it up to the battery, red to red, black to black, or red to positive and black to negative. This can also be used with a truck battery or a car battery in case this battery goes dead or you lose it, somebody steals it. We pour the saltwater brine into the homemade funnel. And as you can see, it's bubbling. That indicates that it's working. If you smell, you're going to smell very, very strong chlorine smell. What it's doing is it's splitting the salt molecule by electrolysis. Inside this, there's two plates. One plate is hooked to the black wire, one plate is hooked to the red wire, which are then hooked to the battery. As we pour the salt water through, electricity flows from negative to positive. It does so with such a high rate of speed that the molecules are literally smashed into when they smash up against the positive plate. We call this fluid that we're making Puride. We run this through 4 times because each time we gain a little bit more chlorine. But the really neat thing that we're developing here, we're processing, is those bubbles are hydrogen gas. So that means not only are we splitting the salt molecule, but we're splitting the water molecule as well. When we split the water molecule and release some of the hydrogen atoms, we're creating hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2, and ozone, which is O3. What's so significant about hydrogen peroxide and ozone is that both of those are 3 to 4 times more powerful than chlorine. So not only are we able to kill bacteria and viruses, but we're able to kill parasites with this as well. Each time we pass it through, it gets a little bit stronger. This is a multi-purpose fluid that can be used for many different things. One of the things that we always teach is how to disinfect water. But not only can you use it to disinfect water, but if you would leave, say, a 10-to-1 mixture, 10% Puride to 10 parts water, then you've got a perfect hand sanitizer. You can put that on your hands, and it'll kill the germs, bacteria, the viruses, things that get people sick with this fluid. It also works great as a disinfectant to disinfect the dishes, the tables, the butcher block. You can take and use it as an antiseptic, just full strength. Just take and put it on your cut. You know, if you've got a scrape or something on your hand, just rub it right on and it disinfects your wounds. It might burn a little bit, but it's going to disinfect them. If you're running this and you forget how many times that you've ran it through, it's always better to run it one more time. 5 times is better than 3. If you're running it and there are no bubbles, there's only 3 things that can be wrong. First of all, your battery could be dead. Secondly, you could have a bad connection. Third, you might have forgotten the salt. No salt equals no bubbles. So what we've created here is a ½ liter of what we call Puride, and this will now disinfect 250 gallons of water. After you're done, you disengage the battery, and you rinse that out with a little bit of fresh water, and it's ready to be stored. To disinfect a 5-gallon bucket of water, you take the cap, you fill it twice, you dump it in, stir the bottle, or stir the water, the 5-gallon bucket of water. Then you take a chlorine test strip, and what you want is you want this outside test to match 1.0, 1 to 2.0, which is 1 part to 2 parts per million. So we want it to change either to this color or this color. If we get to this or this, that means we got too much. So in order to then drink that later, just let the water sit for a while. But if you get it to here, then we know, because of the hydrogen peroxide and the ozone, that everything in that water is dead and it's safe and sanitary to drink. After you've dosed the water and you've tested it and it's okay, let it sit for 20 minutes and then it's ready to drink. Thank you.